see, black man, it's a trap. They set up this system and everything that they set up for you to fail. So they set it up like a game or a maze, knowing the results. It's all a trap. It's all designed for at the end of the maze for you to end up in the trap that was set. You can try to find a way out of the maze, but it's all controlled. What do I mean like what do I mean by this? If you weren't one of the lucky ones, and luck and this means that you didn't hit the uh the lottery, the genealogy lottery, and you weren't born 6'6". You weren't born to become 6'6", 225 pounds, right? Or you weren't born to be this strong, fast specimen. Basically, that's called the genetic lottery. What LeBron was, Shaq, NFL players, these are genetic lotteries because you don't decide if you're going to be born that way. Like, that's just the luck of the draw, you know? If you weren't born that way, to where you can, and even in that case, only 1 out of 1 million is going to make it to the big leagues, right? More than likely, you're born a regular way. You weren't born in wealth. So you have to figure out what you're going to do. If you grew up, as most black males are growing up nowadays, in a single parent home, a single mother home, the odds are already against you. You had no male figures around. You had no guidance. So the odds are already against you. The trap is already laid, right? Because the trap takes those odds already into consideration. They know the outcome of black males who are born to single mother homes. They know the outcome. You're going to go to a public school, and in that public school is the preparation for what is the ultimate aim. But you're going to go to that public school and you're going to be brainwashed. You're going to be miseducated. You're going to be fed, you're going to be made to feed the pipeline that leads, as the elder Neely Fuller Jr. says, greater confinement. That's the ultimate aim. And so, let's say you're one of the ones that say, well, I'm going to study hard. I'm going to try to get good grades in school. Let's say you're one of the few, because most of the black males that end up in this public school education, they end up being funneled off into special ed. But let's say you're one of the ones that you say, well, yeah, I know I come from this environment, and I know the statistics of those that come from this environment, but I'm going to study hard and I'm going to get good grades so I can graduate high and then go to college. Okay. Now, you don't have nobody to tell you, usually coming from that background, what you should go to college for, what direction you should take, because usually the single mother herself, the single black mother herself, didn't go to college. Maybe or if she did, maybe she went for a short period of time and then dropped out, or maybe she got herself a degree that wasn't as valuable, and things worked a little bit better for her because the reality is the black female usually gets more opportunities than the black male, right? So let's say things worked out a little bit better for her and she was able to get some county jobs, a government job, some type of office job. And so she's going to give you the advice as a black female. She don't understand the experience of a black male because she's not a black male. But she's going to tell you, go to school, get an education, get your degree. So you'll end up going to school, getting your education, and getting a degree that isn't marketable and you can't use. And so you'll get out with that degree and you had to take debt on because you couldn't afford your parents didn't have the money to fund your education. So you had to take out a loan. So you'll leave with a loan, maybe $50,000, $60,000, $100,000, depending. And then you'll try to go and use that degree to find work. But what you'll find is that when you're trying to find work with that degree, nobody is even caring about that degree. All the jobs you apply for, they're looking at that degree and saying, and basically it's worthless. So now you got this high ass debt and this degree that you can't use, and so, but you gotta get a job, right? So you're applying for jobs. You say, okay, I'll do some warehouse work. I'll do some this, that, whatever work. You'll work at Starbucks, and you're still looking, but you're not getting nowhere with your efforts. So you're just working, and then eventually, if you're a natural male, a heterosexual male, black male, you may meet a girlfriend, right? And you and this girlfriend, it gets serious. You start dating, and somewhere down the line, maybe you guys move in with each other, but somewhere down the line, she gets pregnant. Now, when she gets pregnant, you're still working at your 9 to 5. But you know now that you need to make more money because you got a life coming. So you start applying for more. Like, you step it up a little bit, right? You step up. You were going hard looking for, jobs with your degree, but now you step it up another notch. And you're like, man, I gotta do something. So let me pay for a career coach. Let me pay for a resume, something. Let me do that because I need to get this. I need to get a job, a career that is going to allow me to support this new family. but you don't get it. So you stuck working at your 9, and you're like, damn, the cost of living is raising up. You're not making enough. You're barely getting by. And your girlfriend, maybe she turns to your wife. Now she gives birth. And now you got this baby. And now now the costs start to go. Now you got to, diapers, this, that, and the other. So you say, okay, damn, I can't, I need some help. I'm already putting in all these hours. I need some help. Let me go to the county building and see if I can apply for government assistance. But they look at your income and they say, you make too much. And you're like, I make too much? I'm barely getting by. You're like, yeah, but there's this threshold right here for a family of 3, and you kind of over it, And you're like, okay, so does that mean I gotta quit my job? You thinking to yourself, well, if I quit my job, then that's innate. Even if I quit my job, they're only offering this amount of money. That's not going to be enough. So you're like, damn, I can't do that, right? Now you stress. You stress. As any human being would be. Any regular human being would be stressed. But you're still going to work because you got family to feed, you got people to feed. So you're still going to work. But your colleagues and maybe your superior, who's probably some young white person that was given that role through their privilege, he said, and I hate to use a cliched name, a stereotypical name, but they say, Rayshawn, man, he's not acting, he seems kind of off now, he doesn't seem really to be, focused. I notice his performance is it seems kind of off. It may not be off. Yeah, you got a little stress, but it may not be off. You just a little stressed. But to them, to this young white manager at Starbucks, you're not your bubbly, self that you have to put on. Your smile, and you gotta always be happy and joyful and seem non-threatening. You're not that because you're stressed out, as is natural. But you're still coming to work. So the white manager, let's say her name is Megan, calls you in and says, hey, Rashawn, we need to talk about your performance. And she's like, yeah, I've been noticing that, it seems a little off now. It seems like, you're not really in there and focused no more. And tell me what's going on. And, Rayshawn, he says, I be honest, I got a lot of personal things going on, and, this, that, and the other, and I just, dealing with a lot right now, but I'm still coming to work and still trying to do, what I need to do. And she's like, well, Rayshawn, well, yeah, we understand that, and, we all go through things. And, the things that you're going through as a black male, she don't go through because she lives in a system that, basically benefits her, supports her, caters to her. She has a privilege. So her things might be, my dog, I order online and they ran out of my dog food. The dog food that I usually order for my dog, it wasn't available on Amazon, so That's her problem, right? That's what she defines as going through things, as opposed to what you really going through things, right? You really literally on the brink of losing it all. So yeah. So Rashawn, you know, I know you're going through things, but you know, we have to, you know, it's a customer centered environment, and we really need you on your A game. We really can't have, because now customers are starting to complain, and they're not seeing that same bubbly, smiley face Rashawn anymore. So how about that? How about we just, you know, give you some time off, and you know, just get you to clear head. And Rashawn like, time off, but is it paid time off or? Oh no, you know, unfortunately, we don't offer that. But you know, um, you know, you just, if you take, you know, your job, your position will still be here, and you just take some time off, Rashawn. And I think that'll be good for you. So he's like, damn, Rashawn. He goes home. You know, he gets his stuff out of his locker, wherever he takes off his apron, and he leaves. And he's like, damn, the problems that I had before, now they got worse. And now he's like, what the hell I'm gonna do now? Even if I go to government, that's a whole process. Even now, that's a whole process now. And they might say, oh, well, you don't qualify till next month. And it's the beginning of the month. So now, Rashawn's like, damn, I got this degree. I can't use. The baby needs diapers. And his food, things that he need is, the mom is not breastfeeding. That he needs Similac. Damn, what am I going to do? And Rashawn's wife is pressuring him because she's stressed out. She hasn't been able to work because she's been a stay-at-home mom, because you guys couldn't afford daycare. So she's been home with the baby. Now she's putting the stress on him. So Rashawn says, you know what, man, I gotta do what I gotta do. So Rashawn goes into Walmart. The baby needs the diapers and the Similac. And Rashawn, you know, acts like he's shopping. He fills up the basket. Now, I skipped a step. Rashawn asks for help from friends and family, right? But none of them wanted to help him out, right? They all, Rashawn, I ain't got it, or whatever. So now Rashawn's at the point where he's at the Walmart and he's shopping, and he's filling up his black basket, acting like he's shopping. And just so happened, the loss prevention officers decide to focus the camera on him. You know, you can call it coincidence, but we already know what it is. And they see what he's doing. They said, it looks like this guy about to go. So they position themselves by the door. And right when Rashawn is walking out, bam, they catch him. Bring him to the back. Arrest him. He's going to jail now. And now he got a record. Maybe the judge will be lenient on him. Maybe not. Who knows? But now he's in the system. And he did everything right. Rashawn did everything right. But he did what was supposed to be done, right? They said, go to school, get an education, so you can have the American dream, the white picket fence and all that stuff. He did all that. But now, look what happened. See, that's the trap. That is the trap. And it's all designed. It's all designed. by those who set this whole shit up and designed it. And all the entities in this maze are a part of aiding towards that trap. The government, the employers, even the school, the prison, the school to prison pipeline. They all are part of aiding to that trap. It's the ultimate goal is to get, if they can, all black males in greater confinement. That is the ultimate goal, because what does it say in the 13th Amendment, I believe? The 13th or 14th? It says slavery is outlawed except for imprisonment. So the trap, they didn't build all these prisons for no reason. They didn't build all these for-profit prisons for no reason. They want those prisons filled to capacity if they can have it. So they play the long game. And that's the trap. Is there a way out of the trap? The maze will have to be destroyed. The maze will have to be destroyed. That is the only way to get out of the trap. Outside of that, the trap is going to remain for all of us, no matter how hard we try to run from it. You may have some brothers say, well, I'm just going to go overseas. Yeah, but you still tied to this, because you're going to go overseas with your American dollars. That's what you need to do what you need to do overseas. You're not going to go overseas and live off their income, off their money. You will have the ability to go overseas because you still have access. You have access to that American dollar. You tied to that American dollar to give you the lifestyle that you want overseas. So if you tied to that American dollar, that means you still tied to the trap. You still tied to America. You're not free from it. So it is what it is.